Intel Endpoint Management Assistant unlocks the breakthrough remote manageability features of the Intel vPro platform. Using Intel Emma, you can manage, update, diagnose, and resolve problems across an entire fleet of Intel vPro-based devices, anywhere, via the cloud.
Intel Endpoint Management Assistant, or Emma, brings the power of vPro to the cloud. Prior to Emma, vPro infrastructure only worked on devices that were on-prem infrastructure. Now, with Emma, you bring the power of vPro to anywhere there's an internet connection. So with Intel Endpoint Management Assistant, you can power on systems that are offline, you can boot into the BIOS, you can shut systems down that are on and power them back up again later if you need them to. This is really good for patching and turning systems on to make sure you can patch or deploy software, but it also allows you to get into the BIOS and make changes in the BIOS, or even reformat a machine back from Windows without it having to be in your possession. And it allows you to troubleshoot no matter what the state of Windows is. So you can get into the machine's BIOS. You can see what's going on with the screen. You can see what's going on with a blue screen or a crash or a hardware failure. As long as the machine is powered on and connected to the internet, you can see what's going on from the end user's perspective. So using Intel Emma and vPro, it's essentially like you're there. You're seeing what the end user is seeing, regardless of what the operating system is doing, whether it's blue screened, whether you're in the BIOS, whether the resolution is weird. You see what they see from the hardware perspective. Any device that has vPro will be more supportable, more secure, and cheaper to support. Using Intel Emma and vPro, ATMs, industrial signage, anything that can have an Intel chip and a vPro chip will allow you to remote in and support them when they're not operating properly, whether it's trying to get them back online again or seeing what the problem is with your inability to connect to them. So without Emma, a lot of things that would happen prior to the pandemic would be waiting for the end users to come to the office where we could get hands on the devices and fix them, repair them, patch them, deploy the software to them. Now, in the new distributed world, it would require either rolling trucks or sending engineers to somebody's house or some other state, or deploying someone from some other state, or shipping devices back and forth, which could take days and days just for transport. Intel Emma support is excellent. They're knowledgeable, they understand the products, and more importantly, they understand our industry and how we use vPro and Emma to deploy our technology. They're very ready to troubleshoot, and they understand how to fix any common problems that come up with Emma. They do it efficiently and they do it quickly. We highly encourage Emma to new customers. We explain to them the value of being able to make sure that we patch properly, deploy the software on schedule and on time, and the ability to assist their customers and their users any point, anywhere, with any issue. So we highly encourage them to look at the value of Emma from a relatively low additional cost. Intel Emma, it allows us to talk to our customers about remote anywhere, especially in a new world where everybody is everywhere and nobody is all located in one office. It allows us to explain to them how we're going to effectively troubleshoot, support, deploy software, and manage their systems. And I think that gives us an edge over MSPs and other organizations that don't use Emma.
Intel Endpoint Management Assistant, unlocking the power of Intel vPro platform. To find out how Intel Endpoint Management Assistant can help you help your customers manage and secure Intel vPro platform-based PCs and devices, please visit us here on the web.